Hi, and welcome to the 100th episode of The Genius Show. Today on our show we have Steve Jobs. Where did he grow up?
I was born on February 24th, 1955 in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. So did you move anywhere after?
When I was 5 years old, my family moved to Mountain View, California.
So with all the moving around, where did you go to high school?
I went to Homestead High School in Capretto, California.
Okay, so did you go to college in California?
No, I went to Reed College in Oregon.
Okay, so you're renownedly known for, dropping out of school. So how long were you at Reed College?
I was at Reed for only a few months.
Wow. So what made you decide to leave?
I decided that college wasn't right for me because I had no idea what I wanted to do.
Your parents must have been quite disappointed with your choice. Putting your child through school all this time. And what were their names?
I was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs. I think of them as my real parents, not as my adopted parents.
Have you ever met your sister?
In the 1980s, I found my biological mother, Joanne. She told me that I had a sister, so I decided to find her. I met her in 1985.
Okay. So with all of this going on, did you ever get married?
Yes. I married Liran Powell.
So did you have many children?
Yes, I had 4 children.
Oh wow, you must be really proud of them. Do you plan on them dropping out of college?
Yeah.
Guys, Steve Jobs' children, they're all gonna drop out of college. Let's hope that they get into Harvard or something, buddy. Why do you wear a black shirt and jeans to all your keynote speeches?
When I toured China and Japan factories, I saw that all the employees had uniforms, so I decided to make some for Apple. When all the Apple people didn't want the uniforms, I just made one for myself.
Other than China and Japan, where have you traveled?
I have traveled to India.
Okay, so did you learn anything from India like you learned from China or Japan?
I became Buddhist and stayed there for 7 months to look for spiritual enlightenment.
So, when did you become CEO of Apple?
In 2000, right after Apple bought Next.
Okay, so when did you start Next?
After being fired from Apple in 1985, I started the Next computer company.
And so, how long did you work at Next?
I worked at Next for 11 years until Apple bought it in 1996.
Now that you're back with Apple, in your opinion, what was Apple's greatest product?
I think our best product was the original Macintosh computer. It was the beginning of Apple and the start of new generation of computers.
That's really insightful, and I think everyone could agree with that. So, what do you think is one of your biggest failures at Apple?
Without a doubt, I think it was the Apple Lisa. It was very expensive, $9,995, and it was using 6-year-old software. Also, Lisa software would not run on Macintosh.
Other than Macintosh, when was the first iPod released?
The first iPod was unveiled on October 23rd, 2001.
Was there some tagline that went with the iPod?
The tagline was 1,000 songs in your pocket.
Oh, wow. That's actually really creative. When was the iPod made to be Windows compatible?
The second generation of iPod, which was released July 2002.
With all of this success, when did you retire from Apple?
In August 2011, I resigned as CEO of Apple. Even though I wasn't CEO anymore, I remained to be the head chairman of the board. I felt that I could not fulfill my duties of CEO anymore because of my pancreatic cancer.
When were you diagnosed with pancreatic cancer?
I was diagnosed in 2003.
And did you have any work after that?
No.
So, how would you compare Next to Apple?
I would say Next was going to be the best company, but I couldn't just leave my creation Apple. Once you create something, you have to continue with it.
Wow, that was a really great interview. So guys, that's the end of our program, and I hope you enjoyed our interview with Steve Jobs, and I hope you learned a little bit more about him. Until next time, bye!